Hello everyone. It's me, Jessica. We are doing another speed build, and this one is the Nookstone Renovation, but I kind of just demolished it. But then it kind of had a very similar shape, so I was indecisive, and then I made it look very similar to what it originally does. But I think that it turns out really cute. I ended up bailing on this front fencing pretty quickly because I kind of thought about keeping it more secluded on the lot and with some privacy and stuff, but then I went for more of a family vibe. So it kind of changed. But I did struggle with this roofing just a smidge because I didn't really want it to look super traditional, and I feel like the traditional roof there, the gabled roof, I feel like that's a very traditional looking roof. And I couldn't really figure it out. And then I wanted to add better trimming. And of course, when you're doing tiny homes, you cannot do like the tiles upstairs, they still count. And I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I went with concrete for the front and back decks because I just know concrete is nice and cool, and in a place like Oasis Springs or Strangerville, this is in Oasis Springs, but I just know they're kind of more, I don't know, cool floors. I did do wood floors on the inside, and I kind of struggled with picking them actually, but struggling, a struggle. And of course, I struggled with the cabinet choices as well. For the bottom, I ended up changing them over to the like black and blue ones. And that was kind of just as I went along. The red kind of just didn't match as well with any of the wall colors that I chose and stuff. So I don't know. That just ended up not fitting the way I wanted it to. And that like light pendant in the living room is going to drive me crazy now because I thought I would have a coffee table underneath that light, and there's not. So it's kind of just in the way for your Sims. I don't think they can actually walk underneath it. I don't know. I took my Sim here, but then she just turned around and ran off. And I don't know if I specifically need to make sure that I create families for these houses, because I can do that. I'm a fan. But yeah, that's what happened is I really like that flooring and like that I did in the kitchen and the bathroom. But it kind of clashed with the cabinets, and so I chose flooring over cabinets. I changed the color of the cabinets instead. Good stuff. But I did kind of set it up for an animal. You would need to personalize it a little bit better. But I kind of got a little foundation. If you want to adopt a pet, they'll feel at least a little welcomed right off the bat. And I apologize like if the wood tones bother you guys, but I have kind of just genuinely stopped trying to match the wood tones as much. Like as far as the front door is a different tone than the inside doors. But it's okay, it's okay. I think I do darken up the front door actually, because I know I darken up these windows. Gosh, I love those windows on the side of the house. They make me so happy. Oh, that's what I did, the two-tone door. So I kind of brought in the dark element from the inside doors. But I really like those doors that they gave the base game that have like the window on the top. The doors I used on the inside. I love those doors. Love them. Love them. But I really like the way that this master bedroom came along. I feel like it's nice and cozy. Just enough clutter. Because I kind of struggle sometimes with spending the time it takes to clutter. I just don't really spend enough time. So yeah, this is where some of that Strangerville stuff is like coming into play. I just wanted to have some like kind of touches like the deserty touch. And the Strangerville pack has really good stuff for that, obviously. So I put in the BB show hidden objects and show live edit objects, but I was really struggling to, and not just now, but I always struggle pulling up the debug menu. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. I do play on console, so it's a little bit different, I think. I'm not sure, because I try to put in the search bar like the debug with the asterisks and the spaces, all just like I see them other people doing it on YouTube, and I'm having a lot of trouble like pulling up just the debug menu. I have to just like go into plants, and it really only shows me plants from Strangerville, so it's just kind of weird. I feel like my debug menu doesn't work quite right, and that's a weird thing to complain about, but here I am. But this is where I kind of started to realize, like, I want this to be a family home, so we're gonna make a little backyard, and it's not a very big backyard, of course. It's pretty small, but I think it does the trick. It's pretty cute. But there is not a back door, which is not preferable, but I figured instead of changing up the entire layout, I would just kind of put a side gate in, and they can run around to that side gate. Because with the tiny homes, you really want to have stuff to do outside so that your Sims can, you know, kind of just have more to do. So that's what I ended up doing outside. But here I was just kind of going through some of the like decoration objects and trying to just put some of that clutter around. I wish I had raised up those spoons more, those utensils, but oh well. Oh well. It's okay. And I meant to put more clutter on that shelf as well, and that did not happen either. This is why I joke about how bad I am at building all the time, because I'm just kind of a space cadet. Like when it comes to it, I see something in the build and buy like catalog, and I'm just like, ooh, I want this. I'm gonna put it here, and then I lose focus in the room that I was just in because I like completely changed what I was doing. And I don't know if you saw, but I tried to like maybe put planter boxes underneath the windows, and I was like, not in the desert. I don't think so. But this kind of changes a little bit too. Went ahead and like put this down in the yard. I kind of thought that fit a little bit better down in the yard because it seemed a little scrunched on that patio. I like my patios and my personal gameplay to be like really big and like just too big. I'm so sorry. I kept pressing triangle because I was trying to duplicate it. Oh man, but I kept selling that planter box and I was making myself mad. Genuinely, I was like, why do I keep doing this? But I did sneak a laptop in on the bar top because I really wanted to put a desk in, but I did not make that happen. So there is a laptop on the island counter. There's a speaker, so there's a radio, putting down some more Strangerville posters, just kind of a little more decorating, a little more decorating, a little more cluttering. There's a bookshelf there, so because I wanted to make sure you covered some of the basis with things like that. So bookshelf, computer, easel, chess table, checkity checks all around. And I saw someone put that bath thing in the shower before recently, and I was like, why have I never thought of that? But we are about to swap over to the voiceover for the tour. So, sorry, I was like losing my train of thought, but here we go, guys. Bye. Hello, and welcome to the tour portion of the build. I hope that you guys enjoyed the little renovation of Nookstone. I know everyone renovates Nookstone, and honestly, I've never renovated it and been happy with it. I typically just am like, done, sick of it. So this is actually the best I think I've ever done at caring. I did believe it or not, bulldozed the lot. But you can't really tell because it kind of took the same shape as it once, you know, originally did. And I know those windows, like, kind of technically were on the original build as well. But I kind of liked bringing some of those elements into it, but, you know, shorter walls and a little bit different of a style. I couldn't really figure out that right side of the building, like, portion any differently. But yeah, so this is just the little entryway. There's one chair on the entry. I had something else in mind whenever I did that. I thought I would have a coffee table underneath that. So that actually is not how I would like it. I might go back in and change that. More than likely will. But I kind of set it up for an animal. If you want a cat or a dog, you will kind of have to personalize it a little bit more. There's just a bed and food. Pardon me. I didn't actually put like a litter box in. But I do apologize, like, if that looks a little splotchy to you guys. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes how, like, I knew the utensils were overlapping and that didn't really bother me, but I couldn't tell how far under the shelf it was. But yeah, I like the color scheme in here. It is a tiny home, a tier 3, so a small home. I'm sorry guys, I am like feeling it today. Feeling it. But yeah, it's still got some stuff to do. I would say there is the console center. I say console center, like the gaming center down there. There is a guitar, and then the 3 rooms are all right here. This is like a teen boy room, if you will. And this, like, Oasis Springs was giving me the mad, like, Strangerville vibes as well. So I went ahead and, like, put some of the Strangerville posters up. And I love that you can, like, see the cactuses, like, out of the window. That's so cool. And then this little corner, which you could technically change that imagination or creativity, I'm sorry, table out for a desk. I thought about doing that, but I wanted it to be kind of geared towards kids as well. So that way there's something kids can do. Okay, my apologies, I had to cut. And no one wants to listen to me yell at my dog because she loves to bark. It's her favorite. But I did actually add some accents, but of course I never give my Sims toilet paper, so, you know, whatever. But I like their little bathroom. And then on into here is the master's suite. You walk in, and I think it's really cute. I like the wall color, and I put some Strangerville stuff in here as well. And it's just kind of cluttered. I don't really clutter a whole lot, but I would say that this is pretty cluttered for me. Yeah, I'm lazy when it comes to building, real lazy, but I really tried to envision a family that was living here, you know, more of like humble parents that are just doing their best, you know, to raise their boy. So that's why they have this little tiny home. They want to instill good values in him, that you don't need a big home to have a good life. So yeah, little planter. I think that thing is so cute. But once again, I thought that these actually, I'm sorry, I didn't show you guys, like, this side of the house. I guess if you watch the speed build, you already know, but this side of the house, there are bigger windows, and I just think that that was such a pretty touch because it brought in more natural light and such. So I just thought that was cool. There's not actually a back door, so okay, I'm sorry, we're just walking through the house. So you can come around the side here and come in through this gate. I know that's maybe not ideal, but I just couldn't really figure out a way to without moving everything around. But when you come back here, there is a handy table here. You can come up here, do some yoga, fire pit it up. And then, of course, out here we have painting. There is a sneaky little chess table over there, just a sneaky little guy. And I just tried to do landscaping, a little bit of everywhere. The grill, the picnic table, and, you know, the swing set. I just thought it was a good touch with the dinosaur in the background. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed the speed build. I really had fun with this one, and honestly, like, I'm just happy with it. I really am. I think for a tiny little guy, it turned out very nice. The water in the background. On the map, it is technically like backwards, but I guess it always is. I just had never noticed it because I never paid attention. My sim is just like, okay, bye. Okay, bye. See you guys later. And my dog is still barking. So on that note, we're gonna go. So I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Thanks. Bye.